Hey, welcome back to Melinda's Messy Sink. Today I have another What's for Dinner video for you. I have 4 quick and easy dinner ideas to motivate you to cook at home for your family. Let's get started with the first meal. Hey guys, tonight for dinner we are having brown sugar boneless ham, sweet potatoes, and green beans. My oven is preheating to 350 degrees, and I have my casserole dish here. So how we're gonna season up our ham is we are going to use pineapple and brown sugar. The thing that I like about this ham is it's already pre-sliced. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of fan it out here. And we're gonna set it down in our casserole dish. So I just kind of play around with where my pineapple's going. We are going to take some of this remaining pineapple juice and then I like to add a lot of brown sugar to mine. So you may not like yours as sweet, but there is no exact recipe to this. It's whatever you like. I just like that salty taste of the ham and the sweet taste of the brown sugar. You could also use honey if you're a bigger fan of honey than you are brown sugar. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this a really good stir and get that brown sugar to melt in our pineapple juice. And then we're just gonna pour on top of our ham. I really like to make sure that I get all my pineapples covered because the brown sugar and the pineapple is so good. We are going to cover our casserole dish with aluminum foil and we're gonna put it in the oven. Basically, we are just heating it up. We are not cooking it, it's already cooked. So at 350 for approximately 30 minutes. Keep in mind that cook time is gonna vary based on if you have a boneless ham or a bone-in ham, as well as how large your ham is. But this 2-pound ham should be thoroughly warmed in about 30-45 minutes. The next side that we're gonna work on, I just have a can of French-style green beans, and I'm gonna doctor those up. I've drained my green beans, and I have some bacon bits. I buy that really big black bag from Costco, and as I use it, I just put it in a resealable plastic bag. To doctor these green beans up, I'm going to add some butter. I'm going to sprinkle in some onion powder, and this is to your taste, some Morton seasonal. So I'm gonna get a lid on this and get this sitting on the stove top. So once it gets closer, we'll get it turned on and get it heated up. We're also gonna have these brown and serve rolls that I picked up. So I'm gonna get them on a cookie sheet and they're ready to pop into the oven as well. Our last side dish for this evening, I made these sweet potatoes on this, sorry y'all, that's my dryer. I made these sweet potatoes on my stovetop earlier today, and I just went through and heated them up, and I have a whole video about the step-by-step directions I took to make these sweet potatoes. I will have that sweet potato video listed below in the description box for you. And here is our dinner plates this evening at our house. Ham, green beans, sweet potatoes and rolls. Hey guys, tonight we are having steaks for dinner, and I wanted to start on the marinade first. All right, we are going to be having bone-in ribeyes grilled tonight. I am going to be using this brown sugar and bourbon marinade mix. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my marinade in the bag. I'm going to add white vinegar, water, and oil. And then we bought these steaks from the meat market, and we sealed them up with our food saver. And I'm going to get these out of the frozen package, and I'm going to put them down in the marinade. All right, we're gonna take these off of our bag holder. I'm gonna get the bag sealed up, get as much of the air out as we can. And then we're gonna give this a good toss. All right, we are going to get these back in. I'm gonna lay these flat and get them back into the refrigerator until it's time to cook them up. For side dishes tonight, I bought a twin pack of scalloped potatoes. I'm going to be using one of those packs, and I'm going to be following the directions on the back for the oven. Also going to just open up a whole kernel can of corn. So easy peasy night for sides. Our steaks are done marinating, and I have the grill preheating. I don't think I've had a chance to tell you guys yet. We got two little kitties, Avery and Ash, and I will put their pictures in the video. They're kittens, and they're in our barn where our grill normally is, so I can't raise the garage door to turn the light on for you guys to cook with me today outside. So I'm gonna grill these. We moved the grill out, and the day got away from me, and it's already dark. So if I take you out there, y'all won't be able to see anything except for some fire shooting out of a grate. So I'm gonna get these grilled up as well, but just wanted to let you know that they're done marinating and they're ready to go on the grill. Okay guys, our steaks just came off the grill. We're gonna let those rest, and our scalloped potatoes just came out of the oven. Our croissants are in the oven warming up, and our corn is finishing up, and then it's time to eat. Okay y'all, here is dinner at my house this evening. Hey guys, tonight for dinner we are having pizza pasta bake. I'm starting off by browning some ground beef. The recipe calls for ground beef and Italian sausage. My husband doesn't care much for Italian sausage in this kind of a dish, so I just added extra hamburger. I'm going to brown this hamburger, I'm going to drain it, and then I'm going to put it in a separate bowl. And I also have my water heating up to boil my rotini. That's where we're at so far. Now that I've got my hamburger browned, and my water is boiling for my rotini, I'm going to cook 4 cups of dry rotini. The recipe says that we're going to cook it 2 minutes earlier than al dente. So on my box it says to cook it 9 to 11 minutes, so I'm going to cook it 7. Now that my hamburger is done, I have added a tablespoon of butter to the same pan, and I'm going to soften my vegetables. I have onion, red pepper, and green pepper. The recipe calls for green pepper, but I only had a little bit of green pepper, and I had some red pepper that I wanted to use up. I am going to make sure to post this recipe in the description box below. I'm going to let these veggies cook until they're just softened up. My pasta has finished cooking to our cook time, which was a couple of minutes shy of al dente. I'm going to get this drained and I'm gonna rinse it with cold water. Now that my veggies are all softened up, I'm gonna meet you back on my counter and we're gonna start putting this together. Now it's time to put all this together. I have a 9x13 casserole dish that I have sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. My ground hamburger, I put it in a large mixing bowl once I drained it off. I have my peppers and onions, and I'm gonna add those to the mixture. I have some diced up pepperoni. These pepperonis that I've left whole, I'm putting those on the top of the casserole. I'm adding a little bit of water, my cooked and drained pasta, and the recipe doesn't call for it, but I'm gonna add a little bit of Italian seasoning at this point, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more on the top. Not a ton, just a little. I'm taking some ragu. You can use whatever spaghetti sauce that you like, whether it be homemade or store-bought, and I'm gonna add to the mixture. I'm deviating from the recipe again. My husband loves olives. These are just black sliced olives, so I'm gonna add those, and I really wish I had some sliced mushrooms because I had added as well. When my husband does his pizza, he likes it supreme, and that's what I'm trying to mimic here. I'm gonna give this a really good stir and get everything well combined. And then we're going to dump this mixture into the casserole dish. I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. I'm gonna add my mixture. I'm making a mess over here, guys. All right, I'm gonna add my mixture to my casserole dish. Get that spread out evenly. I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese to the top. I'm gonna add my pepperoni to the top for decoration. We're going to put this in a 350 degree oven and cook it uncovered for 30 to 35 minutes. While our casserole is in the oven, I'm going to get my 5 cheese Texas toast ready to go to pop into the oven as well. All right, our casserole just came out of the oven. I'm going to let all of these flavors combine and let this casserole rest while my garlic bread finishes up. And here is dinner this evening at my house. Pizza pasta cake and garlic cheese bread. Hey guys, tonight we are having chicken fajitas and I am trying something brand new. I am trying this Ortega skillet fajita sauce. And you cook everything in the skillet. It's a 1-pan meal. I've started out by putting some extra virgin olive oil in a pan, and I'm softening up my peppers and onions. I'm gonna let these go 6 to 8 minutes until they start to soften up. All right, now that our peppers and onions are softening up, we're gonna take them out of the skillet and we're gonna move them to this paper plate I've got going on over here. We're gonna add, I'm banging around over here, aren't I? Sorry about that. We are gonna add a little bit more olive oil to our pan, and we're gonna get our chicken added. What I've done to this chicken is I've taken off all the fat and I've cut it into individual strips, and we're gonna cook these strips off. How long your chicken cooks is gonna be based on how big your pieces of chicken are. You're gonna wanna keep an eye on your chicken and keep moving it around to ensure it gets all cooked up. As my chicken is cooking up, I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of taco mix seasoning on my chicken as well. I just want to make sure that it's not bland before we put the sauce on. As you can see, my chicken is finishing up. It's pretty close to being done. All right, we're gonna do the same thing we did with our peppers, and we're gonna remove our chicken from the pan. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of that remaining oil that's in my pan. All right, now that we got the majority of the grease out of our pan, the remaining stuff, we're gonna add our chicken back in. We're gonna add in our peppers. And it's time to add our sauce. And we're gonna give this really good stir to get all of that fajita seasoning over all of our peppers, onions, and chicken. We're gonna heat this up on medium heat until everything is heated through and then we're all set. While this is reheating or heating back up to temperature, I am going to work on warming up my flour tortillas. We're gonna let our fajitas rest for a little bit, but they're all finished cooking, and we're gonna let those flavors come together. Okay, here is my first fajita for tonight. I've got my chicken, pepper, and onions, and a little bit of sour cream. I'm gonna add a little bit of nacho cheese on the top as well. And this is dinner tonight at our house. I hope this video has provided lots of great dinner inspiration for you. If you liked this video, make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well as like and comment on your favorite video. It was great spending time with you today. Don't forget, Jesus loves you. I'll see you in the next video.